guys, what's up? So I figured I should tell you guys a little story. It's not because I want you guys to pity me or I want you guys to shower me with affection. I'm fine. I don't need your love. As much as I appreciate it, I don't need you guys to feel bad for me and cry and sob and whatever. I guess I should start from the beginning. When I was ages between 5 and 12, I used to be a churchgoer. I was all about God and the light and how He would save us all and yada yada. I used to attend church. I used to go to vacation Bible school when I actually gave up my summer to go and spend time full of people who loved God and made little Bible books, and it was interesting. It was fun, but it's not my thing anymore. I used to volunteer at a church to help out with breakfast. That was actually fun. And then my grandfather got sick. And it's not like I used to pray to God for selfish things. I know some people will say this and they'll be lying, but I can tell you this, and I guess you can choose to believe me or not. I used to pray for other people's happiness. I had all I needed. I had a loving family, I had an awesome group of friends, and I was happy in school. It was beautiful, actually. And then, once my grandfather got sick, I started being selfish. I would sit there in the morning and I'd pray to God, please, please let him live. All I want in this life is my grandfather alive to see me grow, and let him see my cousins grow. I just wanted him there. I didn't think it was too much to ask. One life after I prayed for everybody else to have their happiness, was it really so much? And then we found out he had cancer. And they had said that it had gone away and that he should be alright, but he needed to come back for regular checkups just to make sure. And then we found out it came back. And this time it was lung cancer. And there was no fighting this. It was too far gone. They had given him a year. That's all he had left. 1 year. So of course, we all got really upset, but we figured, hey, let's make the best out of this. They said that he had until after Christmas, and that's all we wanted. We didn't ask for more, it was fine. Of course I kept praying. I kept saying, please, please don't take him from me. He's the only grandfather I actually have. Please let him stay on this earth. He was my best friend. He was the only person in the entire family I go to about everything. So I cried, I prayed, and then September came along and he showed signs of getting better. So we were getting happy. I thought, yes, my prayers are working. Finally something good is coming out of this. He's gonna be okay. And then they told us again, don't get your hopes up. He won't last past Christmas. So we made plans. Every year for Christmas, we would have this time when he would be Santa and I would be the elf. And I would read the people's names on presents and I'd give them to him, he'd call out their name and he'd hand them out. I'm Marilyn. It was this wonderful Christmas tradition. It made everybody happy and it gave us the sense of togetherness. We were all a family that acted like a family. And it may have only been once a year, but that's all we needed. So we planned our final Christmas. And we figured if he was going to go out, he was going to go out with a bang. And then a few days had passed and we got a call. And on the phone they had said, your grandfather is not going to last past today. If you guys want to say your goodbyes, you should probably come now. We were all in a shock. We figured, this can't be true. He'll be alright. We'll go see him and he'll be okay. My parents had just woken me up. The first sound that I had woken up to was my dad crying. My dad was bawling. And that was the first time in my entire life I had ever heard my father cry. I was 13. So, for 13 years, and not hear me even shed a single tear, you knew something was up. And then my mom came in the room and she was crying. And I looked at her and I said no, because I knew. And she told me that it was too late and we couldn't go see him because my grandfather had passed away. He was gone, just like that. We never got to say goodbye to him. He had been in the hospital for the past week and I hadn't even gotten to see him at all. So I didn't even get to say goodbye at all. The last thing I remember of him was him lying in a hospital bed. He had done everything he could to make me and my brother comfortable at the hospital when he was the one in the bed. I'm sorry. That's part of the story. That was when I stopped believing in God. Not because I figured I was more important than other people and I deserved my one wish. It was because after all those years of dedication, giving other people happiness, I asked for one thing. Just one. And even if it had just been for him to last till Christmas, I didn't even get that. He died in September. We didn't get our final Christmas. He didn't go out with a bang. He just left. And I know it's not anybody's fault and that's the way the world works, but it's not fair. And I've been suffering from chronic depression since then. And like I had said, I don't want your guys' pity. I manage, but that's part of the reason I don't feel motivated to do anything anymore. I just don't want to be here, you know? And don't worry, I'm not going to go and take my life. I've been down that road, I know what it feels like, but there's just some days I just don't want to do anything because I'm too depressed to even get out of bed. I figured I owed you guys an explanation. I keep promising you all these videos and never do it. So, this is why, guys. I'm suffering from depression, and I'm fighting my hardest, and I'm doing what I can to be happy, and I do have happy days. It's just, I don't really want to make videos. I'll get there eventually. I love you guys. Bye.